Hello everybody, welcome. Today's video, I got an exciting one to you. Kind of breaking my rule, I don't usually cast my own games, but this turned out to be a pretty exciting one. So it's a 3v3 ranked match on Arabia, and here's myself playing as the Ethiopians. Joining me from Taw clan is DigitZ in the pocket as the Bulgarians, and Zyndra here is the Huns on the flank. And we're playing against, here comes Trackpad as the Burgundians as well. Next to him is Kotl as the Magyars, and Siz as the Saracens. And this is the third game in a series of games that I was playing with DigitZ and Zyndra the other day. We were on kind of a roll. We played a couple of Arabia matches, dominated those, and then this one here, obviously, or arena matches. This one here obviously is Arabia, and we were looking to go for the clean sweep. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop over. I know how I built my TC, so I'm gonna see how DigitZ was building his. Pretty standard start, 6 and then 5 on wood. Started walling pretty early. Going for the berries after getting 4 to wood. Oh, and heavy, not getting the berries at all. 4 to wood and then 10 on food, mostly boar and a little goat for Zyndra. It's so weird to see the Huns. Not a single building except for the lumber camp. No need for houses. He's got little back berries there. It's nice.
Selamlar.
They're just throwing down the barracks early. Bulgarians also, they're pretty versatile civ, but good for infantry, certainly. Mostly cavalry, of course. We probably could have team walled here if we'd scouted or coordinated better. I did a tight little circle around mine because lately on Arabia, I've been trying to wall off something like this, and it's just hard to defend against it. They break through, so instead you see I did a tighter circle. All my resources somewhere within the wall, of course. I was worried about this forward gold, very exposed, but did make a nice little line here, like extended gold pile, so that's kind of interesting. And then yeah, see blue. This is what a tragic set of walls to build there. I mean, you could have just gone this across here, and I'm not worried about that. But this is just really exposed. Someone could break through that pretty quickly. He also has a forward gold, and it looks like he milled his deer instead of driving them. Our team taking the early lead, at least for now. Everyone up to feudal age. Now everyone's up to feudal age. Yeah, look at this huge walls. It's tough. That's a really open area. Feel bad for blue. Purple's just about walled off. Gave himself plenty of room to expand back there. Nice safe gold. Yeah, I like Zyndra's position a lot. And here, DigitZ getting pretty aggressive with his wall too. Yeah, we could have team walled really effectively if we wanted to. Should have done that. Lesson learned. DigitZ going forth with some scouts. Really scout pressure. I went fast castle. Double scout pressure. A lot of scouts, look at that. Forcing some idle time from blue. Oh, missed a snipe right there. coming back around. And then here is where Zyndra, right when I come up with my crossbowman, this is where Zyndra resigns. And DigitZ and I are kind of faced with a tricky situation. I mentioned this was an interesting game and a good game. This is why, because it suddenly was a 2-on-3 scenario. He did good to get this tower up. Unfortunately, I had to back out to take out these pikemen, or I would have sniped a few more vills. As it was, I think I got two, maybe 3 vills total. But I did wipe his pikeman army out, which left room for the scouts to snipe a few. It would have been nice if he had taken out this tower. We could have coordinated a bit more on how we wanted to approach this. DigitZ and I did talk about, as soon as Zyndra resigned, we knew we weren't going to quit. So we talked about what we wanted to do. And it hit the green player as hard as we could early on. Because he was exposed, we were already up in his base. We figured it'd be the best move. We also knew we'd play a bit more defensively and try to boom up, so. Oh, I should have been over here helping him out. Wasted opportunity. Lesson learned. Could have played better. Could have sniped these vills a bit better too. Because I didn't have a market. If I had had a market, I would have seen what was going on over here. I would have done better. So Zyndra out of the game, we knew we'd be in trouble. Luckily, the Bulgarians are a good rating sieve, so. All I had to do was hold the line on my side and let DigitZ send forth a few raids every now and then. And I was going to stick with my plan on just pumping out as many archers as I could. Archers in siege. I lose my arm, my very small raiding army to these knights eventually. Second town center going down from DigitZ. I really liked his walls at the end of the day, looking at it now. Lots of good resources. Easily accessible. I dropped my second TC on stone, but I knew I wanted to move out to this gold eventually, so dropped a castle first. This is when I kind of realized how easily it would be to team wall. Again, I don't have a market. This is a huge failure on my part. Could have dropped a market a lot sooner. Some enemies got in the corner here, which was unfortunate. Scouted me out pretty thoroughly. But luckily for us, like the longer that the enemy let us be, the better off we were. And you notice our scores jumping up past everybody else because we were booming. Not much pressure at all, really, in this initial phase. 2 of them are still in. We hit blue pretty hard early, so he's still in feudal, as is Sizz, so it's just allowed us plenty of time to build up our army, build up our defenses. Third TC on this pile of golden stone for DigitZ. Their trackpad finally hit Castle Age. Forward castle, nice placement there on the hill, building up some knights. And then there's my third TC amongst the gold. If I was really smart, I would have dropped another castle here. I don't quite have the resources for it yet, but I could have prioritized stone. And then I dropped a stone wall here. Just to make sure that there's no crazy flank motion. And I also finally dropped a market and sealed off this right side to make sure that we had a good team wall situation going on. If you take a look at, he's about to send his knights forth. Take a look at the villagers. DigitZ and I, 58 and 57, way above the next player, which is 42. So just out booming the heck out of this opponent's team, especially blue. He's kind of taking his time, and green is their best player, although Sizz is booming pretty well. He's got some camels. Green's got a lot of knights. That's kind of who we were worried about. I think DigitZ is going to start putting out some of his unique units there, interspersed with his knights. Yeah, and then small camel army going up from the Saracens. I'm really surprised he didn't go with archers. Interesting that he went camels. Or that he sent camels to me instead of camels to the Bulgarian player. So, interesting. Yep, both of us just booming away. Started building some pikemen at home in case I get raided. I haven't seen these guys yet. Making sure to shore up my right flank. Really happy that I was able to get both these stone piles. That's for sure. And then the first raid coming in from DigitZ, I believe. I think he hits total here. He hits green, I'm not sure though. And I start putting some... Oh, that's right, we decided to hit blue at this point, being the lowest scoring player on their side. We wanted to knock him out early, so we sent Knights Archer combo army over at blue. And I started to put forward archer ranges to take some ground. Quite a lot of knights, so we got 3 here, 12 total. 12 archers as well, fully upgraded at this point. As upgraded as crossbowmen can be. And at the exact same time, green and teal, or cyan, hit me. And definitely that was a distraction at this point, because I was hoping to focus on hitting blue. So at this point, I brought all my focus back home. Luckily, I had some spearmen to take care of this. But I suffered because my army went unnoticed and basically all these crossbowmen die. But DigitZ was able to push forward. The Burgundians obviously having Cavalier in Castle Age. Not many of them, but still a powerful unit. And back home, I brought my villagers in. I built the second barracks right away. Started pushing out some pikemen. I'm lucky that the camels didn't join in the raid, because this could have been a whole lot worse if all these knights were joined in with these camels. And this did hit me pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. But luckily they were in the crossfire between these CTCs. I also dropped the castle right away, defensive castle. But this stopped me from taking the castle up here. So, I'd say it's necessary, this castle. It's an important one to have, but I cleaned up those knights. Again, lucky, really lucky these camels didn't join in. I was able to get some decent pikeman numbers and scare the camels away before they caused any kind of damage. I don't know what he was thinking, attacking the barracks here instead of the wall, or just going in the hole that was made already. Meanwhile, these guys have been doing damage. Causing a defensive castle from the Burgundians player. Just generally wreaking havoc. Conics and knights. I think he moves on to green at this point. doesn't see him yet. Green's got 2 TCs. He's walled himself off from his teammate, which is unfortunate. And yeah, Knights and Camels both. Green hits another raid here. Here comes DigitZ to raid Green at the same time. 1 bill down. 2, 3, 4. I don't think he's noticed. See, Green is fighting off over here. Didn't notice all these vills. I mean, you can't even count how many that is. That's a whole wood line gone. It's just massive. The villager count, 48 for Green, 69 for me, 86 for DigitZ. And now he's flared his TC, and not a single person is in this TC. He wasn't able to house any villagers, so there's no arrows flying. Devastating raid for sure. And he'll be able to clean up anything that Green sends in response. Good raid, DigitZ, good raid. Now he's reacting properly. But the damage is done. Down to 1 TC basically is Green. A lot of idle time. And at the same time he's hitting blue. So even more idle time. Though this castle is pretty good placement, I'd say. Although it's protecting some stone and some wood. Castle over here might be better. I'm not sure how they got in. Must have been through here somewhere. Maybe right through there. And while that happened, Saracen player not really helping out, but he did build a lot of forward production buildings. Castle on the hilltop, which I wish I had taken in retrospect. And I've just been kind of bottling up with pikemen at this point. Kind of rebuilding my eco after that one raid. Did hit me rather hard, not gonna lie. Oh, and another TC going down from Green. Brutal. The raids on Green just non-stop. And I did imp up too. Prioritized getting to imp early. Built a long stone wall here. Trying to cut off them from any other resources and just try to stop the raids in general. Because I saw that castle on the hill and I thought, okay, I need trebs, so better prioritize Imperial Age, trebuchets and bombard cannons. Ooh, the Costiliaries. Costiliere. More idle time from Blue's Goldvilles. More effective raids from Green, or from Yellow I should say. I'm still not sure how he got in there originally. Oh, no, what are these guys doing? How funny is that? And they just walked, this is probably where he got through, he walked right through there. I don't remember sending these guys out there at all. I mean, obviously, or I'd be shooting at people. Funny. Go forward. Grip us on a wood line, I like that. Castle on this hilltop, Krapos on others. Really effective DigitZ map control there. Yeah, he's really set some rams out, which really bad push because they didn't have any support. I don't really think they got to my TC on that one. And I started building bombard cannons to start taking down this forward castle. So just pikeman is trash. Arbalasters to take out the camels. It is quite a big army. I mean, there's some crossbowmen from the Saracen player, which is good. So I do retreat my Arbs at this point. Try to get them under the castle fire and under the town center fire. And this worked out pretty nicely. I think he felt emboldened at this point and he kind of pushed forward. But he definitely overextended himself. He wasn't able to do much with this raid. I'm pumping out halberdiers at this point too from maybe 6 or so, 7 ranges, 3 barracks. And you can see all these monoliths and camel. That's a lot of gold units just lost. A lot of gold units. And I knew, well, I had a feeling that was all Teal's army, so I just moved forward again, protect my bombard cannons. Meanwhile, the raiding continues. This is a good castle from the Magyar player. And blue expanded nicely finally to these. But these palisade gates are going to go real quick. Going to go down real quick. And that's quite an army. Look at that. 60 knights and conic warriors. That's an unstoppable force right there. Look at this formation. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Some long swordsmen, why not? Blue has some units, but Costeliers, these are upgraded, but there are not many of them. Sheer numbers here in favor of yellow. And I'd say these two TCs probably go down. No, he's going to peel off to fight the army instead. And all this time that he's fighting here, that's Blue's army gone, Green's army distracted. It means it's a one-on-one situation over here, and my army composition is just so much better than the Saracen players. That there's not much he can do at all. Yeah. Knee-jerk reaction to drop into the castle from the Burgundian player. It's not a bad position. It certainly protects his farms, but it just means better, more map control for us, really. And at this point, I just push forward on Teal. Oh, this is good. I like how DigitZ split his army to try to raid in multiple places at once. No siege. Kind of interesting. Yeah, Teal's got nothing at this point. I mean, he starts to react with some archery ranges, but he does have a lot of gold exploding. So do I, for that matter, 14,000. Tries to get skirms out, but there's just too many arbalasters at that point. Streaming in conics and knights. There's some trash units, there's some pikemen too. Idle time for yellow. Great job, DigitZ. I mean, weak spot with some palisade walls. Fortified wall all through here, which is all well and good, but what a waste of stone all that was just because there was this one little bit of palisade right here. There's the knight, the monk. It's a good choice against knights. A little late, but a good choice. And he drops his Krepos on this valuable resources, splitting those two down the middle. Yeah, and at this point, I'm just completely untouched. Uncontested, I should say, not untouched. And there's the GG call. So, 2-on-3 scenario, almost from the beginning. I think we barely even hit feudal age. I had just hit Castle Edge, I should say, when Zyndra disconnected, which was really unfortunate. I know Zyndra would have loved to finish this game, but I don't know, DigitZ and I were pumped to take the 2v3. Just really effective raids from DigitZ. Hitting yellow, hitting blue, making sure blue never really was able to break out of his area. Taking map control with all these production buildings. Expanded really, really well. I was kind of a punching bag on the right hand side. I love it's like a college marching band. Oh, there it is. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is SneakyChiefy signing off, and I'll see you on the next one.